Welcome back to another episode of the Katrina Johnson Show. So happy to have you with me today. Remember to subscribe, share the podcast, leave comments. I would love to hear from you guys. Also, you can follow me online at katrinajohnson.online or on Instagram at I am Katrina Johnson. I thank you again for joining me, and let's get into the show. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of the Katrina Johnson Show. I am so grateful to have you with me again as we continue with this season's topic, what does living your best life really mean? And I've been more specifically just focusing on sharing with you guys what living my best life means to me. And today I want to talk about self-sufficient. So living my best life means that I am self-sufficient. And that means I am not relying on others for my basic needs, such as food. And I must share with you, there was some points in my life that I had to depend on county assistance for my basic needs. And so that is just not a good place to be in. It is a good resource when you need it, but it's not something I've ever wanted to live in. I never wanted to live in that space, in that place of being dependent upon anyone. Now, don't get me wrong. I know at times we need help and we can reach out to our resources and connections for help. I'm not saying that I don't want to be, dependent on anyone in that way, meaning I know that in order to accomplish things in life, and there are times in life where we need help, no, I'm all for that. I'll reach out to people. I'll reach out for advice. I will reach out and find resources. What I'm saying is my frame of mind, my state of mind is that I want to be able to take care of myself and have more left over to help others. So that's what I mean by being self-sufficient. It is just not a good place to be dependent upon others and not having your own. Not when you don't have your own, you can't leave anything for your loved ones, right? So if you're a person with children and when you leave this earth, you want to leave them with something, right? And so you can't do that if you're not self-sufficient. So I just think that that is something that everybody should want for themselves. And if there's, if there are people out there that's not at that point, not in that mindset, then hopefully they will want to get there and find ways that they can get to that point. Because I don't think that it's a good thing to depend on government assistance forever and just have someone provide for you. I think it does something to the psyche, to the self-esteem, to the self-worth. I think that when we do for ourselves and we are advancing in life, that is a good thing and something to pat your back on, right? I think that deserves some recognition. And I think that we were all put on this earth to create and to make a path in life that is rewarding and that will be uplifting to ourselves and others. And I just don't see that having to depend on the government forever or depend on people to do for us is the right mindset, is all I'm saying. So living my best life is being self-sufficient. And I just think that will help others too, to just realize that when you're self-sufficient, you just feel good about yourself, It helps you to want to strive for more, to do more, to be better, right? We're, again, I said it earlier, we're creators, and I think we are put on this earth to create, to create the life that we want. And you can't really blame anyone for your downfalls if you're not working at being self-sufficient and working at doing your best to have your best life, right? Depending on others is not good because they're not seeing your life in the lens that you see it. So when you know what you want in life, then you are the one that is responsible for making that happen. And so that's all I'm saying is that is definitely key to living your best life, being self-sufficient, knowing what you want, but not doing everything on your own. When you need help, you know how to get help. If you need government assistance for a period of time in your life, or your unemployment for a period of time in your life, then that's all good. Make it count. Don't use it as a foundation for your life, but use it as a stepping stone so that you can grow the foundation of the life that you want. So this is a really short one because I don't know that I can say too much more about this topic. It is very important to be self-sufficient when you think of living your best life. And so I hope you guys got something out of this brief podcast today. And there'll be others that'll be longer, but sometimes short is good. You get to the point, you get what you're trying to say out there, and hopefully people grasp it, and hopefully you were encouraged by this. So I've just let you guys in over the past several weeks of what living my best life means to me. And I've got one more to go with this season. After next week's episode, we will start a new season, but I do have one more topic that I want to discuss that concerns living my best life. So in closing, I just want to say, take a look at your life. And if it's not what you want it to be, create it. Create the life that you want. It is up to you. You don't have to do it all alone, though. Don't get me wrong, as I said before. But know what you want. The good book says that to write the vision and make it plain. So that's all I'm saying. Know what you want and work at it so that you can live your best life. Until next time, stay inspired. Let's keep the conversation going by emailing me at katrina@katrinajohnson.online. That's katrina@katrinajohnson.online. So grateful that you joined me on this episode. Remember, information plus inspiration equals transformation. And until next time, stay inspired.